Hello, we're back again. Today we're going to be tearing out a garage ceiling that, as you can tell, the homeowners stack stuff up there on top of the sheetrock, which doesn't work out too good usually. The sheetrock doesn't hold weight, so if you have stuff on your garage ceiling, you want to make sure that you're not putting it on the sheetrock. So we're going to tear out the whole ceiling, and then we're going to rehang it and plaster it tomorrow. So we are going to get started. I got my grandson helping me. He's going to do all the grunt work. He doesn't know it yet, but that's how it's going to work out. So we're off to work. Okay, so you always want to cut along this edge, and that way you don't tear out the wall when you tear out the ceiling. Okay, come on up, let's tear it out. Now this stuff's going to be heavy, so come on up. Grab your hammer and pry bar. Say, just pull this down. It's okay if it breaks because we're here, hold this thing up so I can cut that edge.
Where are we taking this stuff? Like while we're here. Right there.
One thing to make sure of when you're tearing out a ceiling is to get all the existing screws and nails or whatever else is on the bottom of the trusses off, so when you hang the next sheet of sheetrock, they won't be in your way. Well, we're back again, and as you can tell, we're starting to hang the blue board. It's not actually sheetrock, it's the same thing, but it has blue paper on it, and it's designed specifically for a veneer plaster finish. If it were the regular sheetrock that you see that has the white finish on it, we would have to bond it all before we put the veneer plaster on it. The veneer plaster is a more durable finish than the actual drywall with joint compound, and where you just hit the tape joints and the screw heads. And the reason being, as you'll see when we go to start finishing it, that we coat the entire ceiling with the veneer plaster instead of just, like I said, the tape joints and the screw heads. So it's a much more durable finish. As you can also see, I have two new helpers with me today. Those are my sons, Justin and Chris. They have their own business. They are the Mud Brothers. So I appreciate their help, and I'll look forward to helping them when the time comes. This piece that we're hanging right here was rather irritating because we had to get it above the brackets for the garage door, so that's why it's taking us a little longer to hang this piece. As you can see, we have the ceiling hung. We have the fiberglass mesh tape on all the joints and up against the wall angle. And now we're going to start coating the ceiling. First, we have to skim all the joints to fill all the joints in, and then we'll put a coat of veneer plaster on the entire ceiling, and then we'll put the texture finish on, which you'll see at the end. You'll see the process of doing that in real time instead of fast forward. As you can also see, my two sons will be on stilts. There's Justin, he's on stilts. They both double as clowns at the circus on the stilt walking department. No, really they don't. That's just a trait that you learn when you become a plasterer or a drywall finisher, how to walk stilts. It's really not that hard once you get used to it. You try not to fall, because it's usually not real comfortable when you fall. But it's not that hard to learn, kind of like riding a bicycle. In the very back of the room, you can see I'm starting to put the texture finish on. You basically do this with just using a very little bit of mud on your trowel, and you skim it across what's the coat that's already on there, and you hold your trowel flat, and basically you make a design with your trowel with the friction, with the suction that comes off of your trowel. Again, like I've said before in other videos, you have to have a trowel that has a set, that has a curve to it to be able to do this. If your trowel's perfectly flat, it won't work. Right here, I'm using a angle brush to brush the angle to make the angle look all nice and clean. Basically, this is just an 1.5 inch angled paintbrush, and it's just water. You just kind of brush it. You want to make sure you let the mud set a little bit before you do it, or you'll dig the mud back out. But it just makes everything look nice and clean and finished. This next little segment gives some excellent words of advice.
Anytime for a call, thank you much.
You're getting your ass.
No one's scared. You know what's happening afterwards.
I'm trying to only eat half my lunch, no matter what it is, no matter how good it is.